Welcome. My name's Andrea. I will be your instructor here today with this class with Comeback Yoga. Comeback Yoga is a nonprofit dedicated to serving active military, veterans, and their families by providing trauma-informed yoga. Today's class will be a gentle 25-minute yoga class focusing on neck and shoulders. We will work with some isolated movement and end with a guided meditation. As always, feel free to adjust any of these moves to suit your needs. We will begin seated on the mat. Let's get started. Before we get started with these isolated movements, I want to talk about them first. Let's do an experiment. Tense your shoulders, tense your chest, and begin to look around the room. You can turn, look to the side, up and around, down. Keep tensing the shoulders and the chest. And then come all the way forward. Soften the shoulders, soften the arms. We're going to do that a second time, a little bit different. Place your hand on your chest and soften your chest. Soften your shoulders and begin to look around the room again. Turn to the side, up and around, down. Notice how you feel. And then turn to face the front of the room. Relax your hands. I bet you can notice a difference between the first one and the second. You can begin to notice then this relationship between the chest and the shoulders and the head and the neck. Tense chest and shoulders, tense head and neck. Soft chest and shoulders, soft head and neck. So hopefully over time, learning how to isolate these movements better between the chest, the shoulders, and the head and the neck can help ease tension and develop a healthier range of movement. So we're going to explore this further by doing some isolated movements with the head and the neck. Place your hands behind your ears. Feel those lower bumps. Now if you were to connect your fingers through a line right there in the middle, that's where your skull meets your spine. That's where your neck begins. So we're going to isolate movements way up there. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see better. So place a hand by your ear and bring the other one, placing a finger by your chin. And begin to nod the head, tilting it down and neutral. And isolating the movement right there at the top of the neck. And we don't want to tilt the chin way up. That's going to incorporate the rest of the neck. So keep the movement small. Up and down. And relax your hands. I'm going to turn forward again for this next one. So place one hand behind your ear and your other hand, place a finger on your chin and begin to tilt the chin side to side. Just a gentle movement. See if you can isolate the movement way up there to the top of the neck. Leaving the lower neck and the shoulders alone. And relax your arms. We're going to combine those movements by doing circles with the chin. So place a hand behind your ear and a finger on your chin and begin to draw circles with the chin. Keep the shoulders as relaxed as you can. Keep the movement small. Explore one way and the other, trying to leave the lower neck out of it as much as you can. It'll get easier with time. And relax your hands and your arms. Now we're going to integrate those movements with the rest of the spine. So turn to the side. Extend your legs in front of you. Settle your hips. Relax the legs. Maybe give them a little massage. Down the leg and up. And place your hands on your thighs. Soften the elbows. Soften the shoulders. And look forward towards a plant. Bring a finger to your chin. We're going to tilt the chin down, doing that isolated movement just at the top of the neck. Now release the hand to the ground. We're going to incorporate the rest of the neck. So begin to lower the rest of the neck so you're looking towards the floor. I'm going to check with the shoulders, soften the shoulders, soften the chest. Again, we want to keep those relaxed with these movements. And then begin to curl the spine, kind of lowering the torso a bit more. Keep the hands on the thighs. Check in with the shoulders and the chest. And now press your hands into your thighs to come all the way back up. Shake out the arms. Let's do that again. You can bring a hand to your chin. Nod the head down. Then incorporate the rest of the neck. Now begin to curl the spine, looking towards the floor. Now soften the shoulders, soften the arms. And now press your hands into your thighs to bring the torso back up. We're going to add to the movement. So face forward, nod the head down, rest of the neck, curl the spine. And now bring your attention to your hips. We're going to move the torso forward by hinging at the hips. So begin to hinge at the hips to move the torso forward, still keeping the same shape of the back, the neck, and the head. Soften the shoulders, soften the back of the head and the neck. And now we're going to come up by looking towards the feet and pressing back up. So begin to look forward towards your feet, extending the spine. Now with your hands, press your hands onto your thighs. Keep pressing to come up all the way. Shake out the legs, the arms. Let's see if we can do 3 in a row. Begin to nod the head down. Bend the rest of the neck. Curl the spine, lowering the torso. Bring attention to your hips. Now begin to shift the hips, bringing the spine forward. Now begin to look towards your feet. Extend the spine. Press your hands into your thighs. Lift all the way up. Let's do that again. Nod the head down. Rest of the neck. Curl the spine. Lowering the torso. Hinge at the hips, bringing the torso forward. And now begin to look towards your feet. extending the spine. And now begin to press your hands into your thighs, bringing the torso all the way up. One more time. Nod the head down. Rest of the neck. Curl the spine. Lowering. Now hinge at the hips, moving the torso forward. Now begin looking towards your feet, extending the spine. Then press your hands onto your thighs. Come up all the way up. You did it. We're going to move to some isolated movements of the chest next. So come up on your hands and knees. We're going to be on all fours for this one. So relax your hips and your feet so I can explain the movement next. We'll have our arms extended, elbows can still be soft, and we're going to do these isolated movements of the chest. We're going to lower the chest towards the ground and back up. Lowering and back up. Keep your gaze looking towards the floor, keeping your head and your neck fairly even. So what we don't want to do is these types of movements. We want to keep the chin, the neck, and head fairly even. Let's try it. Place your hands on the ground. Adjust your legs. Find a comfortable position. And begin to lower the chest down and press back up. Keeping your gaze towards the floor as you move down and up. Again, keeping that neck and the head fairly quiet. Let's count 5 times. So lower and up for 1, lower, up 2, lower, up 3, lower, up 4, lower, up 5. Rest your hips and your heel. Come up. For this next movement, we're going to do circles with the chest. The arms will still be extended, elbows soft. There might be some slight movement this time. And then with the chest, we're going to bring it over to one side, lower it down and around and up, tracing a circle with the chest. So keep your gaze towards the ground as you isolate that chest movement, keeping the head and the neck movement fairly quiet. Let's try it. Place your hands on the mat. Adjust your legs. Soften your hips. And as you're ready, begin to make those circles with the chest. Keep gazing towards the floor. Keep the neck and the head soft. Not too much movement there. You want to isolate the movement to the chest. Let's do 5 circles each way. So pick a direction and we will count for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reverse the direction for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Relax your hips. And now we're going to extend the legs forward and sit on the mat. Extend your legs towards the plant. Bend your knees and shift your hips towards your feet. You might need some space behind you, so get a little bit closer to the plant. Bend your knees so the knees are pointed towards the ceiling. Place your hands on your shins and extend your elbows wide. Begin to curl the spine, curling like a little ball. Soften the back of the neck and the head. And you can either stay here or begin to lift the heels and walking the feet closer to your hips, beginning to balance on your sacrum even. And although now this part is optional, you're going to roll back and forth on the mat. If you want to skip that part, we'll meet you laying down on the mat. So as you're ready, roll back and forth. Have fun with it. Keep your arms loose. And when you're ready, come to rest on the mat. Allow your hips to settle on the ground. You can bring both knees in. Hug your knees and close. Maybe shift your weight side to side. As you're ready, extend your feet towards the ceiling, extending the legs. Soften your shoulders, your elbows, even softening your legs and your feet. We're winding it down. Going to get ready for the guided meditation next. As you're ready, bend your knees in towards your chest and place your feet on the mat. Your knees are pointed towards the ceiling. You can rest your hands on your body or the ground. We're going to do the guided meditation next. You can either stay here with the knees bent, or you can extend the legs all the way to the ground. You can leave the arms resting on your belly, or extend the arms to the floor. As you get comfortable, I'm going to sit up to lead the meditation. Allow the body to settle on the ground. Sense yourself resting. Notice the points of contact with the surface underneath you. Become aware of your breath, gentle, easy. Allow the body to settle and get heavier with each breath. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Notice a natural rhythm to your breathing. If it helps, think of your breath as ocean waves, cresting and falling, the sounds ebbing and flowing. Now imagine your whole body becoming light as a feather. The head is light and weightless. The limbs are light and weightless. The whole body is light and weightless. Now imagine your whole body becoming heavy. Feel the heaviness in all parts of the body. The head is heavy. The limbs are heavy. The whole body is so heavy, it is softening, resting even more on the surface it is on. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, Exhale. However you are today, remember, you are enough. You are enough. You are enough. Invite a sense of ease as you reflect on these words. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. If you'd like, repeat them to yourself 3 times. This completes the meditation. We will make a gentle transition to sitting. Begin to notice yourself in the space you're in. Notice sounds, colors, the feel of air on your skin. Slowly introduce some movement to your body. Wiggle fingers, toes, sway side to side. If you like, reach your arms over your head and stretch out long. Take your time. When ready, bend your knees and roll over to one side. Rest your head on your arm or the ground and sense your body resting on the floor, supported by the surface underneath you. When ready, make your way back to sitting on the mat to close out our practice. As you go about your day, remember, even though there are these negative things that happen and exist in our lives, they don't negate the positives that are also there and available to us every day. Sometimes all it takes is a moment to pause and take that good moment in, inviting it to linger for a bit longer. I want to thank you for sharing your time with us here today with Comeback Yoga. Even though I can't see you, I know you're there. Keep up the good work. If you enjoy these classes, share them with those you think would benefit from them. And consider making a donation to Comeback Yoga through the link below. Once again, my name is Andrea. It's a pleasure to share this class with you. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon.